With a variety of sizes and a consistently high level of quality throughout the lineup, Mazda's been named the best SUV brand by U.S. News and World Report. We invite you to experience the Mazda difference at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline, a member of the Team Automotive Group.
Coming up on 7:03, Johnny was talking about it earlier. It says 7 o'clock sharp. Yeah, it's like 7:03, so 7 o'clock dull. I think is what we're kind of going. And depending on the day, it could be dull. It could be dull right here. It could be dull.
We
Never
try
dull,
not to be because we have so many viewers on this show.
This is not. That is gorgeous. Look at this.
Thank you.
That is beautiful.
I tried to channel the LSU gold as we enter SEC Media Days.
Oh, that's right.
We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But that was the kind of goal here as we wake up on a new Monday. You need that extra oomph to get going.
I didn't know how long. I didn't know how far I was going to zoom in.
I know.
Right up the. I was actually on a shoot. This was a number of years ago, perhaps before you were born. No. Our photographer, our chief photographer, James DeGraw, we were out down at the Kid. It was a story. It was like a 4th of July kind of a story, and he was practicing this Zoom before we hit the air, practicing this Zoom. And then all of a sudden, I'm counting down. He can't hear it in his ear. We're counting down. We're about to be live, but he's still practicing. And I start to go through like the spiel. We're on air. He thinks we're practicing. He goes right into my nose.
Oh, no.
Right, that one. And it's a gigantic nose, exactly like that. And it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Just like
and I'm like, we're on the air. And to this day, he's like, sorry about that.
Oh, are you, James? Are you?
I don't think he is.
Yeah, they got a full,
so there you go.
Full frontal view of that.
This is worth zooming in on, though.
Thank you, and thank you, Bobby. All the camera movement.
He's like, let me see how.
Look at that.
You could, if there were brains in there, you could have probably seen them.
More surface area to breathe through with all these.
Oh, it's a large surface area to breathe through. You're right.
Steve, get us off the rails here, or on the rails, rather.
Yeah. I think y'all got the off covered.
Oh, yeah. It's a long trip back to on the rails.
Yeah, it's not dull.
Until Johnny gets us back off in a few minutes.
That's right around the corner.
Yes, indeed. All right, let's give you a look at what's happening outside. Another heat advisory in effect today. 11 this morning through 7 o'clock this evening. More of the same. We're talking about highs in the mid-90s. Heat index numbers between 105 and 110 at times. Right now, 80 degrees at the airport in Baton Rouge. Gonzales 78. New Roads checking in at 75. First alert radar network showing we're dry right now. I've had a couple of showers right along the immediate coast, and that is just about it. It'll warm up quickly with sunshine, and as we keep it mainly dry through the morning, I've got us 93 at noon in Baton Rouge, 96 for a high today, and your afternoon rain chances hitting about 40%. Let's give you a look at Futurecast, the HRRR, and as we advance this, not doing a whole lot through the morning. A couple of showers along the coast. That's about all that it shows. It does show what looks to be a little bit of a sea breeze developing this afternoon. So here we are, 3 o'clock, and you see this trying to lift inland, producing scattered showers and a few storms, not too dissimilar from what we saw over the weekend. And then most of whatever does develop should wind down around sunset as we lose daytime heating. Those heat index numbers, again, the combination of the temperature and humidity, what it feels like outside, that should peak right around the heat advisory criteria the next few days. Advisory criteria is 108 or above, so we're going to be close to that through Wednesday. But by late this week, those numbers start to come down. Let me show you why. We're tracking a cool front right now that's up across the Great Lakes, draped across the Midwest. That'll slowly drop southward through the week, and that gets in our neighborhood by late in the week and then probably stalls out nearby. That'll lead to much better rain chances, more cloud cover. That should keep temperatures down a bit. Now, in terms of the rain amounts, the next 7 days through next Monday morning, the Weather Prediction Center showing 1 to 3 inches of rain on average, but I think there's a good chance we'll see some totals going higher than that in spots. So not only are we looking at rain chances climbing later in the week, but late this week on into the weekend, a little better potential. We'll get some locally heavy downpours in that mix. But today through Wednesday, highs still mid to upper 90s. Going to be plenty hot outside. But as we get more clouds, more rain late this week into the weekend, that should keep highs closer to 90. Might even be a little bit below normal at times finally. And it looks like the fairly fairly active pattern continues into early next week. All right, 7:07 now. Let's get a check on your Monday morning drive with Johnny.
And we're doing okay, getting a little busy in some of the usual spots, like coming in from Denham. And when you get into East Baton Rouge Parish, it definitely slows down right past O'Neill, which is right here. That's facing west toward Millerville. And then when you get to the 10-12 merge, we have a little slow traffic right past College to Acadian. All in all, not a bad morning drive this morning. Coming in from Jubin to the 10-12, our normal is 10 or 11 minutes. We're 14 to 16 minutes. Average speeds around 50 and lower in some spots on I-12, especially around Millerville and those 3 on-ramps. And meanwhile, bridge traffic doing well this morning into and out of the area at 7:07. Very muggy out and about. We do this every morning. It's WAFB's 9 News Now, giving you a brief update on some of the things you might have missed on 9 News this morning on WAFB. Liz and Matt back with more next.
.09 your time right now. The headline today continues to be the headline from this past weekend, the carryover, the continuation of the story, the attempted assassination of a former U.S. President, Donald Trump, there at a rally in Pennsylvania. Liz, you and I were talking about this earlier, getting that first push alert and then wondering, okay, at the rally, was the shooting at the rally, was it inside? And then come to find out, it's not just at the rally, it's inside the protection zone. It is at the former president. My goodness, this weekend.
You're actually getting a look at the video at the moment that happened, where everyone kind of ducked and took cover there. So a lot to follow this Monday morning here. And Matt, this comes on the heels of the Republican National Convention kicking off in Milwaukee this morning. So you've got the president who's there in Milwaukee there, where we anticipate to find out whether he will be the presidential Republican nominee. Could we find out a vice presidential pick as well? That is one of the big conversations here, as security is even more heightened there in the city of Milwaukee. Meanwhile, the investigation into how this happened continues, along with the investigator into the suspect here, getting some video from his home as police kind of let some media cameras into the area. So many different ways to follow as you as you get a look at 20-year-old Thomas Crooks there. But a lot of conversation, not only on that, but there's so much to move forward here.
There is.
Yes.
There is. So we're not going to, like do it all right now. It would take forever. But this will be the headline going forward. To your point, the RNC getting going today. So we'll follow this, continue to follow this for you. Want to bring you something though in Baton Rouge. A burglary ring, some arrests made, and Liz, some guns taken off the street, like nearly a dozen guns off the streets?
Look at the haul that BRPD sent in to us, a photo. We're told, look at all this. Yeah, you've got multiple arrests, and you've got a number of different guns as well. It looks to be about 11 guns recovered from officers. We're told 2 of them actually recovered to their rightful owner. On top of that, multiple arrests, still not receiving any information about who was arrested at this point. This information coming into us from Baton Rouge Police just about an hour and a half ago. This was early Sunday morning. An officer apparently working an extra duty detail shift, finding some of these weapons and tools that you're seeing to break in. Yeah, a big haul from BRPD this morning.
Evolving, they're saying. They're literally calling it evolving, this investigation, so I'll let you know. But with that going on, a deadly shooting here as well being investigated by BRPD. Get your bearings there. You see where South Choctaw is? It's a kind of T intersection with North Harco. That is where they found the body of 25-year-old Chavez Dunn. He's
25 years old, and BRPD tells us that this happened Saturday, July 13th on North Harco Drive there near South Choctaw. Aside from that, they are looking for more information on the shooting. If you happen to be around that area, they could use your help. We're just told right now that officers found Dunn lying behind a building complex there, dead from gunshot wounds. So right now they're working on all leads, and if you can help detectives here, the number to call is Crime Stoppers at 344-STOP.
Okay, so that's a number you know, right? How you log in for your Social Security benefits.
Ooh.
That's probably something you know, right?
Sure.
That's about to change, actually, to try to get more in line with federal authentication standards. Have a look here. We've got this for you on the screen so you can kind of get a look at it. Oh, wow, this is a different story. We're
on its way. Here we go.
Hey, there you go. And so it is changing it over to login.gov. And so for folks who actually created an account before, you see that date, before September 18th of 2021, you're going to now need to go in and change that. You're going to be prompted to change, and then once you do, you'll have all your access.
And you can see it's a new website there, login.gov or id.me. So we're going to work to get these details for you, especially if you have some folks who benefit from that. Tell them that the website's changing. Hey, there's a grand opening today.
A free little library, you know these little like little book houses, little books like you see in the neighborhoods, that kind of thing, free little library. There's actually one opening up in Sorrento, the community center. It's a little bit of a ribbon cutting this morning at 9 o'clock. If you don't know about it, first of all, where you been? It is kind of take a book, leave a book kind of thing. Really kind of neat.
Follow the policy there. 9 a.m. today, Sorrento. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Getting you back into Baton Rouge, there is another press club meeting happening today. It's actually going to be the chair of Governor Landry's transition committee. It's Lane Grigsby, a mega donor for Republican Party here. Doors will open at 11:30. Lunch will be served at 12:15. The conversation will start right around then as well.
Where do you want to go next?
SEC Media Days.
Oh my goodness, I'll take a trip out there. We got a number of days there in Dallas, right? But the big show begins today. And again, with all due respect to Ole Miss and Vanderbilt and South Carolina, who are also on day one, it's LSU, the headliner today. They are the first team up on day one. Matt Venezia was talking about it this morning.
He sure was. 10 a.m. today, everything kicks off. Hey, tonight though, keep in mind.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
6:30.
Tonight after 9 News at 6, that newscast, well, Jacques Doucet joining a team of folks there at SEC Media Days for SEC Media Days Craze. Yeah, that special is going to air at 6:30 tonight, right after 9 News at 6. So catch that here, and then they're going to air podcasts throughout the week, giving you all that coverage from Dallas.
You think they feel slighted? I don't care. The Tigers probably don't care about it. They don't care about, like, are you kidding me? Preseason, whatever. We're just going to do our work. But fans, you think Tiger fans feel slighted? Fourth in the SEC?
Based on last year?
You know, I think what's interesting is, and Matt got a hint at the expanded college football playoff this year, third or fourth in the SEC still might get you in the college football playoff. So it's a different ball game this year.
Quite literally, yeah, it is. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Yeah?
Omni in Dallas, I'm there.
I do. Really?
Let's go.
Are you going?
I'd love to.
Take us. Come
I'd love
on.
to.
Let's take this show on the
You
road.
have to do traffic and weather.
No, Steve comes with us. We're all going together. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Road trip?
Because we're under heat advisory. They're not.
Oh, that's
Come
also
on,
true.
we'll take that.
That's odd.
If you're looking for the perfect companion for family fun and adventure, or wanting to find adventure beyond the ordinary, experience all that the Toyota Tundra has to offer. Save on your new Tundra right now at Team Toyota, I-12 at O'Neill.